putting pressure on yourself is really unnecessary. And I say affirmations every day, and affirmations are meant to lift you up. They're words you speak to yourself or things you do to lift yourself up, to lift up your spirit, to lift up your mood, to lift up your heart. And I say my affirmations every day when I wake up. It's in my rising routine, and it's changed my life. Saying kind things to myself every single day intentionally, and like thinking about, okay, what do I want to remind myself of every day so that I can always be my best self, so that I can always like walk, present, and feel and be me. Which brings me to my first affirmation. I'm going to share a few. I'll share a few because so many of the affirmations that have resonated with me are affirmations I've heard in songs, poems, movies, other podcasts, just listening to other people, my people that inspire me, just listening to others speak. Language is so beautiful. Like the power of just saying something to yourself or to another person for goodness is like profound, and I'm really grateful for that. I've been trying to speak nicely to myself more. And one of my favorite affirmations is, I am that I am, nothing more, nothing less. I am me, I am blessed, blessed. I say that every day. Sometimes I'll just say it to myself in my head if I'm having a moment and I'm just like, I need a reminder about who I am, you know? Sometimes we need to remind ourselves who we are, because I spent a chunk of time really wallowing because I didn't fully understand who I was. And I went through, and I still am going through a discovery, now I'm in a rediscovery period. I was in a discovery period, but I feel like I'm rediscovering. I'm getting to my roots, my personal roots. Your heart knows so much about you. And talking to your heart and just living and being from a place of kindness will have you really walk into the beat of your own drum, because you'll catch and notice like when you're not being nice to yourself or you're not being nice to other people, which for me was like one of my biggest fears, was like doing something to hurt another person, or like doing something to make someone sad. Like I'm like, I wish to never part sadness or anger on another being. But then I grew up, time and lessons, and I had to learn the hard lesson that like no matter how much when you think enough about something, it will inadvertently happen. So no matter how much I was like in fear of being unkind to other people, there's a high possibility that in my lifetime I've hurt others, and I know that I've probably hurt other people, but I've made peace with that, and the only way to not do those things is to change your ways. And the way that I've been changing my ways is being nicer to myself. It's saying my affirmations. I am that I am, nothing more, nothing less. I am me, I am blessed. Bless. Some very beautiful words. I love affirmations, and I needed a reminder for why I say them, because I found myself yesterday, I was like, I wake up every day and I say these words and I believe them to be true in my heart, and I'm like, okay, what other affirmations do I want? What else do I want to affirm myself of? I feel like I would like some new ones. So I'm like, let me remind myself why I had these in the first place, and then the new affirmations will come. There's a duck, like, I think it's talking to one of his brethren, making some fine points. But I can inspire others just by being myself. I am enough. I found this affirmation on a yellow sticky note in my memory box when I was going through some old things last month, a couple months ago actually, and I was like, wow, I didn't write this, but somebody else did, and they are onto something. Because I read it and was like, yes. Like, I needed to find that sticky note, because I want to inspire people by being my authentic self, because I'm very inspired by people who are themselves. Like, you ever see somebody, and they just give off, there's an energy to it when someone carries themselves with love, with intention, and just with, like, you could tell that they love themselves. There's a vibe to a being who loves themselves, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to, let the fear of judgment keep me from doing anything ever again. I want to live my life the way that I want to live it for me, in a way that is, like, the best for me, regardless of whether or not other people resonate with it. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to do things from the heart. I'm trying to speak from my heart and be me, be myself, which is why a lot of my affirmations I've noticed are about me, like, loving myself and accepting myself. And your affirmations can be about just about anything you want to remind yourself of in life, or just about yourself. But mine personally a lot of them are just about me really hyping up my confidence, because I depleted my confidence for quite some time. Going through my adolescence, I was like not replenishing myself and loving on myself in a way that built confidence. So I'm working on that now, and it feels really good to believe in myself. And I can achieve greatness, and I will achieve greatness. I believe this affirmation with every fiber of my being, and it's the more I say, I'm like, yes. It's been giving me the push and the boost that I need every single day, as many times as I need to say it, or as many times as I need to think it, so that I continue to do the things that make me happy. That's been my key to, like, what I guess most people would call productivity, but I have decided not to call it that anymore, because whenever I say productivity, it's linked to the way that I used to approach, like, school and being academic and getting good grades and things like that. And creation and expressing myself is not that. There needs to be way less restriction for me to do all of the things that I have been able to do now that my mind is at more peace. That's something else I like to affirm myself of a lie, is that I am peaceful and that I am calm, because I just want to keep myself as mellow as I can possibly be all of the time. It's very hard to function as a rigid person, like being super like, and I found myself being very rigid at times, and it's only made my life harder. But I was able to keep it going, because I was used to life being hard. But now, I was like, you know what? I hit my point. Everybody hits a point. Like, when you hit a point, you're either going to stop doing what you've been doing or just cave to it. I didn't cave. I said, bump this. I want to be geeked about life. I'm trying to be like in those musicals when people roll out of bed and then they jump out of bed and they start singing and stuff. I've done that before in real life with no expectation that was going to happen. But I was just in such joy one rising. I woke up and I started singing. I was like, wow, it's so beautiful. The sun is coming in the windows. I just woke up like, what? The sun is what? I was just so happy, and I started singing a song. Maybe I'll share it. I will share it one day, but it's not ready yet. So I can think of it though, and it's just so that feeling though. I got to that point because I started to do things that made me happy, right? And then I started to put two and two together, and I was like, all the stuff I like to do that makes me happy, look at what it's creating. I got paintings up the wahoo. I'm a painter. I'm an artist. So I have physical paintings. I have digital paintings. I have sketches. I have artwork all over my house. I have artwork, like, it's everywhere. It surrounds me. I wake up surrounded by my creations. I wake up surrounded by things that my loved ones have created or given me, and it's filling me up. So that brings me happiness. And then from that, I'm like, I kind of want to share these. So now I've been sharing my art, and like other people can see it, and hopefully it makes them happy too, because it makes me happy. I look at the things I've made and I'm like, yeah, I'm happy. And I painted. I kept painting a secret. I didn't tell anybody about my artistry or that I paint. For 6 years, 7 years, I painted without, like, I didn't tell my family. I barely told any of my family members. My siblings knew, but it was like this big secret. And I was like, why does no one know I paint? Like, I don't share this with anybody, but I'm getting pretty good at it. And now I'm like very good at it, because I've had almost 10 years of self-teaching, like painting with acrylic and getting very intimate with my tools and like my hands, and like valuing my hands because they make such beautiful things. And what comes through when I'm painting, I'm like, whoa, that came from inside of me, and now it's like that came from my heart, and now it's physical, it's brought into this 3D, and like other people can look at that and like take something from it. But I'll keep doing this. It made me happy, and I be in the zone. I paint, I go into that nice little happy world, and I'm just do. And I've been like paying attention to the other things in my life, or the other ways of being that help me feel like that, that help me feel happy, that help me feel calm, that help me feel at peace, which I affirm to myself as much as possible. And everything happening now is happening for me and my ultimate good. Every day I am growing. Those are two separate affirmations, but they fit right next to each other, because they're like, being present-minded is challenging in today's society. Like I am learning how to be present-minded. Like every day I do something, even if it's a little thing or it feels minor. I'm like, this is going to help me be more present and like aware of right now, like this moment. Like right now I'm surrounded by ducks. There's literally a whole family, like probably like 2 to 3 generations deep okay, maybe just 2 generations deep of ducks just walking and like making their way across the park. This is their park. They let us be guests here. And now there's like 2 ducks fighting and someone's recording it. This is the world we live in, right? See how hard, like, that makes all of this going on, but so much going on is beautiful. To be able to embrace it all and like really take it all in is to be present. And I've been enjoying being more present. The present is a gift. The present really is a gift. And everything happening now is happening for me and my ultimate good, because I believe everything happens for a reason. Like, I can look back on a lot of things now, even like things that happened like last week, let's say, that lessons, like you learn lessons, and anything could be a lesson if you're paying attention, and I love learning, especially about life and how I can be a better me. And if you pay attention, man, you start peeping stuff. 2 + 2 starts equaling 4 a lot, and you can be like, well, maybe I'll keep doing that. So that's what I've been doing, focusing on the now, and like being like, bet, if this is where I'm at right now, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be, and I'm where I'm supposed to be, like in all ways that can have meaning. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be in all moments, and that keeps me present, because I'm like, okay, bet, I'm here, I'll do what I'm doing. Like right now I'm recording my podcast and enjoying the view of these duckies making their way across the land. And every day I am growing. That's the key. That's really to keep me rooted, right? So keeping yourself grounded. Me personally, when I know I'm not grounded, when I'm feeling like, why am I like this, or like, why is this happening, that means I need to go ground myself. And for me, grounding myself is just being quiet. Sometimes like I will just not talk. I'll go lengthy times without talking, or I'll just be like, I need to slow down. Let's back it up. Let's slow her down so I can feel better and feel more like myself, and know that, take your time, because I had a habit of rushing, and I found that life is much simpler and nicer to me when I'm not rushing and I take my time. Like a lot of the artwork I'm working on, for example, I like to work on multiple projects at once. So most of the paintings that I have finished in the past couple of weeks, I started 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, like a while ago, and I've just been working on them, not sharing it, and then slowly but sure. But I've been taking pictures, so now I'm just like releasing my archive, and it feels so cool to share all of this, all of my creations with people, and I'm really excited to keep sharing. And this podcast is one of my creations now, and I'm so excited to keep sharing it. And I'll close out with a personal affirmation that a lot of these I've come up with on my own, but like I said, I have found them from other places and people that inspire me. Oh, I don't think I said books. Books are my life. I've always loved to read, so picking up a good book is always a great way to pick yourself up. You're reading something uplifting. But yeah, I'll close out with this well wish for anyone listening to this. All good things are flowing towards you. All the good things are flowing towards you. All the good things. Anything that you want can be yours. The life that you want, the vibe that you want, the job, anything. It can be yours if you believe it to already be yours and you walk towards it. So with that, as always, love and sunshine.